Hello, everybody. I'm Swati Gupta, and today I'm going to talk about something very interesting and important, that is, the tips for increasing the concentration in children. So, I keep getting a lot of queries saying that, ma'am, my child is not focused. Ma'am, my child gets distracted very easily. He started a work but does not want to finish his work, and he takes hours to complete any homework or any work or any kind of assignment. So, for that, the worst thing is the children they either forget something or they are in their mind, they are thinking of something else, and their concentration span has become very small. So today I'm going to talk about 15 very simple tips which you have to follow every day so that the child's concentration increases. And believe me, it is not a magic. So we'll have to do it for at least a month so that we can see there is a difference in the child, in the focus time, in the concentration time. But we diligently should follow these 15 quick steps. So let's get started. The first thing is, you will be astonished to know that the sleeping pattern and routine plays a very prominent role. The child should sleep at the same time every day and should at least sleep for 8 to 9 hours every day. And that sleeping pattern creates a set in his mind that, oh, it's 9 o'clock. Automatically, the child feels drowsy. And this routine and pattern helps you to increase the concentration. The second very important thing is good nutritious food, which means we should give a rainbow plate to our children. So you would be astonished to know, ma'am, what is rainbow plate? So rainbow plate means the colors of food items should be the color of rainbow. So I'll give you an example. Suppose if it's in our rainbow, we know it's Vibgyor. So we have the 7 colors. Similarly, we can give 7 fruits and vegetables of different colors that will enhance their strength, their immunity, and which will result in better concentration. Now, moving ahead is drinking at least 10 glasses of water every day. So when we actually drink a lot of water, we stay hydrated and our mind becomes more focused. So I always give that tip to the children, though we are all having online classes, but keep it a point that we keep a steel bottle for the child even when the child is taking online classes so that he or she is always hydrated. So the next point is, which is very important once again, family well-being and balanced relationship. See, children are very smart these days. If we are having a fight in the family, they understand, though they will not explicitly tell you that, okay, mama, there is a problem, or is there any problem, or did you have a fight? But that continuously have a stress and anxiety in the child, and which affects the focus and concentration. So it's important to have family dinner together. It's important to have a fun time together so that the child realizes that I have a happy family. So next is the 5th point, which is the physical activity. Now, physical activity plays a very prominent role for the mental health. So suppose your child is not that great in studies, but it is always important to push him for physical activity. So when the child gets, goes for physical activity and suppose he excels in that, so automatically he will be able to excel in the school studies. So what happens is, because of the physical activities, it helps in the brain development and helps the child to have a focused concentration. Now, moving to the 6th point, which is giving child small responsibilities and acknowledgements. Suppose if your child has a low focus and if you give him about 4 to 5 tasks together and he's not able to understand those 4 to 5 points, so what we need to give is, we need to make sure that we give him small responsibilities and acknowledge him. Suppose even for small things like, okay, why don't you place the dining table for the family today? So once he's done it or once she's done it, acknowledge it. Oh, wow, that's such a lovely work you've done. That I'm so amazed, I'm so impressed to see the dining table laid out so beautifully. So that makes the child confident that, oh wow, I can really do my work well. So moving towards the next point, which is the 7th point, that is create a gadget-free environment. So whenever the child is going for studies, or maybe he's studying or she's studying, make sure that you are also not busy in the phone. Acha, you do your work, I'll just see the phone and come to you. Why don't you finish? So child is actually seeing that you are busy on the phone and you are telling the child to. So it is all about practice what you preach. So if you want your child to have a focused concentration, you have to yourself be a little involved in the children rather than leaving them, okay, you do, I'll come back and I'll check. No, let's do it together. So that gives the feeling that my parents or my family is with me while I'm studying. Okay, so the next important is the 8th point, which is repeating the same activity every day. So I keep telling my children who I take online classes with that whenever we have a same activity having every day, automatically what happens is, suppose I said that okay, 5 to 6 is my playtime and 6 to 7 is my study time. So if I'm going to do that every day with my child, what will happen? Automatically, as soon as it's 5 o'clock, it will start subconsciously hitting him, I have to go and play, I have to go and play, I have to go and play. And similarly, when we have study time fixed, what will happen is the child would automatically, it will not happen in a day or 2 or 10 days or 15 days. Anything which needs to form a habit takes at least 45 days. Believe me, it takes 45 days to form a habit. So anything what you're starting, at least do it for a month to 45 days, though it is going to vary from children to children. Some children would create that habit a little early. Some children would actually take about 45 days. But yes, 45 days is a good time to form a habit of any kind of thing what we are going to do. Now, the ninth point is you create a timer for completion of your activity or work. It is very important that we create a timer for our child. So what happens is, suppose I have given an assignment to my child and I've told the child, okay, this assignment it should take around 30 to 45 minutes. So create a timer of maybe give them extra time. That's fine. 1 hour. In this 1 hour, you complete the activity and then you are good to go. Okay, so that's creating a timer automatically, it makes the child feel that, okay, I have to finish this task in the stipulated time. So he's able to manage that task in that time. So that is very important. Now, the 10th point is playing games, playing indoor games. Like I really like few very, very interesting games like Scrabble, like chess, like Monopoly, even solving Sudoku. All these things are actually trying to trigger your mind. It's trying to hit your brain and say, hey, brainy, start working. So what happens? That's a fun way, and at the same time your right brain and the left brain both are getting activated, which gets a very big reason for the concentration of your kids. Now, next very important, that is the 11 point, tongue and 1, that's 11. So that is set a timetable for free play. Study, pad le bache, pad le na beta, that's not good. It is important the child should also have a free play. Now, what do you mean by free play? So during that free play, suppose the free play is between 1 to 3. That's 2 hours of free play. That's fine. There's no harm in it. But in that time, the child should not be nagged for studying, should not be said, baby, please study. So what happens is unnecessarily we are creating a pressure of study. Study all day, study all day, study all day. The child does not want that. Child wants to feel that I have a time to play also. I have a time to relax also. I have a time where mama will not tell me anything. Let him do whatever he likes. Okay, so that might be he likes to draw, maybe he likes to do some kind of origami activity, maybe he likes to just play around here and there, maybe want to go for the cycling, maybe just want to sit and relax and do nothing. Even that is better. That is fine, but that is his time. So we do not negotiate on that time. That is his personal time, and we will not interfere on what the child is doing. Of course, we as parents want to keep a watch, but give them the freedom to do what they like. So next important point is the 12th point. That is, suppose I have given a time which, according to me, it would take 1 hour. What if the child is finished in half an hour? What if he's managed his time so well that he has finished his work in half an hour? Why do we have to bind him? No, your time is 1 hour. You have to sit and study. Give them that liberty that it's half an hour. If the time is over, if the time is still, you still have extra time, go enjoy because your work is done. Right? So what will happen is by that the children will feel that, oh wow, if I finish my work before time, I will get time to relax. I will get, that half an hour I will get, that was my extra free time. So that will definitely make him more focused on a particular time. He will try to concentrate and want to finish it more faster so that he gets that extra free time, because that is something that is like a bonus for him. Right? Now, the 13th point is daily diary. So, daily diary is something, a thumb rule, has to write. Now, what happens in a daily diary? There are two different things. One, when we write a daily diary, what happens is the child is writing about what happened throughout the day. So, what is he doing? He's connecting one dot with the other by recalling all the activities. So, that is making him concentrate and, being focused and thinking about what all he did throughout the day. That is very important in a daily diary. Now, second thing is when you are writing a diary every day, your style of writing, your way of writing, your English, everything improves. So writing diary is something which is like, my personal favorite, because you're able to also, when you're recalling what happened throughout the day, you're able to analyze your mistakes. You're able to understand, oh, this is what happened with me throughout the day, which I didn't like. So I would want to rectify it. I would not want to repeat it. I would not want to, just stay with that. Right. So I will always try to improve it by my mistakes. So that's why I say daily diary is something which is very important. Now, the 14th point is we have to do some brain boosting exercise. Now, what is brain boosting exercise? So I'll give you two important tips of brain boosting exercise. One is like put a dot on the wall. Okay, just put a dot on the wall and try to see that dot every day for at least 1 minute. You will be distracted. You will look here and there. You will probably not be able to focus on that dot, but you have achieved it when you are able to reach to a level that you're able to see that dot for at least 2 to 3 minutes. So you start with 30 seconds, then 1 minute, then 1 minute 20 seconds, 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. So that's how you're going to increase your duration of your concentration. The second very important thing is we have 5 fingers. So we keep on nurturing each finger just like this. So this is a very